They tried to tell me my own donkey wasn't aesthetically compatible, so I let the rules speak louder than they ever expected. My name's Ray, and I bought a little 3-acre place tucked behind this glossy, over-manicured HOA neighborhood. I kept to myself, fixed up my barn, and raised my old rescue donkey, Buck. The HOA folks loved their matching shutters and weekly lawn inspections. Me? I loved peace, sunsets, and a stubborn donkey who hated being touched by strangers. Everything was fine until one morning I woke up to an orange violation notice zip-tied to my fence from an HOA I wasn't even a member of. According to them, Buck was a visual disturbance to their community, a safety concern, and apparently my gravel driveway was too rustic for their standards. I called the number on the notice, and that's when I met her, Karen, the HOA president. She spoke to me like I was a teenager caught sneaking out. She said Buck needed to be removed or relocated. I laughed. She didn't. A week later, I caught her trespassing on my property, reaching over the fence trying to pet Buck like he was a prop at a petting zoo. Buck reared back, snorted, and sent her stumbling straight into a patch of mud. She shrieked like he'd tossed her into lava. She threatened fines, no lawsuits. Animal control, all of it. That night, I finally pulled out my land deed, the one thing they never bothered to check. Turns out, my driveway, my too rustic driveway, was technically their emergency access road, written into the original developer's agreement. And the HOA was required, legally, to keep it maintained. At their cost, I made one polite call. "Since you're enforcing rules on my property," I said, "I assume you'll also be honoring your maintenance obligations?" Silence, then panic. Within a month, big trucks rolled in to regrade the entire drive, add drainage, and reinforce the bordering fence, the same fence Karen leaned on when Buck sent her flying. Residents were furious. Their fees skyrocketed. And every time they drove past, they had to watch Buck standing there like a smug, furry landlord overseeing renovations he didn't pay for. Complaints piled up. At an HOA meeting, someone asked why they were spending thousands on a road they didn't even use. Another asked why Karen kept involving herself with a guy who literally doesn't live here. Her voice cracked, her face went red. Buck brayed in the background like he was laughing at her from across the field. Eventually, Karen resigned for personal reasons. The HOA stopped bothering me entirely, and Buck? He became a local legend, the donkey who accidentally dethroned an HOA president. People like to think power comes from rules, but really, it comes from respecting boundaries, especially the four-legged ones. Then share your thoughts in the comments, but no one liked or subscribed.